On a recent coaching call, my client shared how she was avoiding a difficult conversation with an employee. She felt like this employee was a key person in her business, and that if she upset this person and they left, then she would be thrown in the deep end. She would need to find someone else that would take a lot of time. She would need to train them. That would also take a lot of time and also be very expensive. So she was allowing this person to do things inside of her business that she really wasn't okay with, but she didn't want to say that it wasn't okay. Now, when I asked her why she didn't want to have the conversation, her words were that she didn't want to rock the boat. Having the conversation, in other words, would be very uncomfortable for her. If this person left, it would be super uncomfortable because now she would need to find someone else. She would need to take some of the work on herself that she has now not been doing for quite some time. She would need to relearn certain things inside of her business that this person was responsible for so that she could focus on higher level activities inside of the business. And she was afraid of this discomfort. She was avoiding it altogether. Now, my coaching to her was that she was actually already uncomfortable. She just didn't realize it. She thought that she was avoiding the discomfort, the possibility of this person being so upset that they would leave and that she would need to replace that skill inside of her business. But she didn't realize the extreme discomfort she was actually currently in. In her mind, not saying anything was comfortable, but it was actually anything but comfortable. It created lots of anxiety and lots of tension in the relationship. And that certainly wasn't comfortable. And I thought this would be the perfect segue into a podcast because we're all wired for comfort. Our brain is programmed to keep us safe. And this is a good thing, right? We all want to stay alive. We want to have that safety alarm that goes off when we aren't safe. What we don't realize is how our brains and even the people around us can keep us inside of our zones of comfort. If I think about my husband, my family, my friends, they will always sympathize with me. When I complain to them about things, they will mostly agree with me, right? Not always. They will sympathize and make me feel heard and like they get it. The thing is, though, we're all so used to everyone who cares sympathizing with and often even entertaining where we are, like being, with us inside of the problem and saying, yes, this is so horrible, this is so bad. And this is nice, of course, right? We need people who have our back and who understands and sympathizes and empathizes with where we are and what we're going through. But if we're not putting ourselves in the conversations inside of rooms and situations that actually pushes us out of our comfort zones, we will just stay there. We will just keep doing what is familiar and safe. We will talk ourselves out of our ideas and dreams because those things just sometimes feel too scary, right? And even if we do manage to get ourselves moving, we can't see our own blind spots. We're not always aware of the subtle ways we revert back and keep ourselves safe. And this made me think about something that my coach said the other day. She said that your brain is like a coach who is an expert in keeping you comfortable, like an expert comfort coach. And there is value in staying comfortable, staying safe. And there is also value in getting uncomfortable. Coaching definitely isn't comfortable, right? Where my husband will always take my side and always sympathize with me, my coach will not. She will always be on the side of what's possible for me, even if it means extreme discomfort. My dreams and desire and the life that is absolutely in my reach, she's always going to be for that versus for comfort, right? Now, she doesn't sympathize with me. She doesn't sympathize with the problems I have that seem impossible in my brain to overcome. She's on the other side of it. She says, yes, this is a problem. Now let's find a solution to it, right? Now, the thing is, we think that going after our goals, building our businesses, and everything that is happening in between is uncomfortable. But I would like to invite you today to consider that not going after the goal, not growing your business, not working towards something, even if you do fail in the end, is actually infinitely more uncomfortable. going after your dreams, doing the scary things, not having any idea what you're doing or how you're going to get to that dream, that's actually not uncomfortable. It's exhilarating. If you compare it to staying stagnant, not having purpose, or not doing something that excites you, that is way more uncomfortable than stepping into the unknown, right? Now, I want you to really question the value of getting uncomfortable. What value is there for you in your business, in your personal life, in the people whose lives you touch if you embrace discomfort? Consider where you are right now. Consider your business. Where are you either avoiding or perhaps even prolonging, as is the case with this client of mine, prolonging the discomfort, right? And what is the value that you will receive when you choose to get uncomfortable? Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. I will chat to you again next week.